Susan Lee has caved to the smirking crackpots and cookers in her own party. Susan Lee would destroy our economy to save her leadership. Susan Lee has caved to the smirking crackpots and cookers.
All right, Jim Chalmers just came out and said anyone who disagrees with net zero is a cracker or a cookpot. That is tradies, mums, dads, farmers, you name it. If you have a different point of view, well, they now revert to name calling. That's it. That's the playbook now that Jim Chalmers and his cronies are using. And this is how far politics has collapsed in this country. If you disagree with the narrative, they just spit in your face with a slur. And this is how rotten our political class have become. This bloated, smug, piss-weak parasite right here is ground zero for why new forms of government are now rising. Because everyone is done with this political class. We're done with the lies, we're done with the debt, and we're done with this political class that think they're gods while the rest of us are living like fucking slaves. Look, I don't really do name calling. I try to stay away from it, but fuck it. You started it, Jim, so here we are. You and your supposed leader have told everyone to calm down and not call people names and stop the rhetoric. But you just came out and instead of debating a nation, you just went, fuck it. I'm gonna call everyone a crackpot and a cooker. So now I'm unloading on you, you piece of shit. You wanna talk money? You sweaty double chin debt pimp? You're the treasurer of Australia. We're $1 trillion in debt under you. And we're paying around 20 to 40 billion a year on interest payments alone. And guess who collects our interest repayments? BlackRock and China. That's roughly 5 to 10% of our income tax from our pay goes to China and BlackRock because of you. The people watching at home, that's your tax. That's your hard work. That's your family that needs that income. It's going to BlackRock and China because of Jim Chalmers. And Jim, you're not just a failure. You're the perfect example of a corrupt, ring-kissing, cash-grabbing sellout who bent the knee, kissed the ring, and took that cash like the corrupted pussy you are. No one, I mean no one, keeps stacking debt on this nation unless they're told to do that. Someone somewhere is getting filthy rich from Australia being in debt. You are a fat, stupid loser who probably sits down to take a piss. You bloated, brain-dead, debt-pushing moron. You gutless, ring-kissing, probably foreign bank account owning, China-licking, BlackRock bought-out political garbage. If you see this clown in the streets, don't hold back. You tell him that he sits down to take a piss. Tell him that he is a bloated moron. And tell him that he's the perfect example of the rotten state of politics in this country. And like I said, you are the perfect example of why this political class is no longer respected in Australia. Blast this clown in the comments. What's your thoughts?